You're watching this video with the strong conviction that breakups suck. You're going through hard time right now after this breakup and you are looking for solutions to connect. I'm a strong believer that breakups can be beneficial, that breakups are healthy. And if you want to get back with your ex, you can, and if you do the right things, you can actually build something stronger than if you haven't had the breakup. You'll see, I will explain everything after the jingle.
IGetMyExBack.com. Everyone deserves a second chance.
First of all, after being rosy-dozy, let's get real for a second. You had problem with your ex. Otherwise, you wouldn't be watching this video. And those things were either ignored or things that you didn't manage to address in a timely manner. Perhaps, I don't know, your lifestyle was not compatible with your expectation of your wife, the communication. Maybe you were trying to sweep the dust underneath the carpet. You were too emotional, you were too needy, or you had this fear of commitment. Something made your ex decide to end things with you. And of course, in order for you to get back with that person, potentially the person you loved the most, something needs to happen. Something needs to change. And that's what we're going to discuss today. Because you reached, both of you, that breakup point. The idea of returning together implies a change. So, now, my strong belief is that we should all break up. If we think about creating a sustainable, healthy relationship where you would be confronted with a lot of highs and equally a lot of lows, I think breakups can be a massive opportunity. Because relationships, yes, could be overwhelming. Being with someone, with the same partner 24/7. And again, let's take a step on the side. Marriage, the concept of marriage, the one that our society is mostly using, expects us to be with the same partner forever. When marriage was created, we lived up to 40 years old. Now we live up to 80 years old. So it means relationships that are 50, 60 years long. And at the same time, our lives are changing so rapidly. We change jobs, we change city, we have kids, we have grandkids. There's so many life transitions. So it's very hard, and I think breakups can be healthy because it could allow a lot of things. The thing with the relationship, it's because it's creating that tension, that trying to prioritize things. Try to prioritize your ex versus your partner versus you. Invest time, invest energy. It's draining emotionally, it's draining in terms of your energy level. That's why no wonder people who have young kids, they invest less in the relationship because they're already invested with their kids, they are tired from work, they're tired from their kids, and so the relationship takes third priority usually. And so we all need holidays, and perhaps you needed holidays from your ex. Because breakup can provide the following things: the ability to reflect on what matters, using that distance, being on your own, away from the tension, away from the fights. Also experiencing life around your needs, because in a relationship we tend sometimes to put our needs on the side. Sometimes we forget what we want. And we are skewed because of the relationship. We're not anymore one person, we're a part of something. And sometimes it happens, we forget who we are. There's also an opportunity to lower the resentment, to heal the wound, those fights, the words that your ex said, the things that you said that you regretted. Taking a break from the relationship can help as well in that sense. It's also a great opportunity for you to become the best version of yourself. A relationship is 30 hours per week. Having a break from the relationship means you have 30 hours for you. where you put yourself first, where you invest learning, growing, expanding, right? The beauty, I think, of breakup can also be around how you can rediscover the other. Start it from another dynamic. Think of it as when you go on holidays without your kids, for example, and you see them, you feel like, oh my God, I missed you so much. Looking forward to being together. Again, it's a bit like when you look forward to going to your usual place when you go on holidays. You're going to have fond memories about this place. You're going to recall this thing. For example, I feel when I'm on holidays after 2 weeks, I feel bored. But I love going on holidays, but I feel bored. But I like equally the prospect of going on holidays when I've done a lot of work and I need a bit of a break. But I think similarly, it's good to go taking some distance from things. Okay, so it's really how you can use breaks to find that balance. Because again, 24/7 with someone, when your priority in your life is someone else, can be difficult to manage for you, for your ex. It's beneficial, breakups can be beneficial if the way you communicate together nurture those aspects that I discussed before. If your ex is angry at you, if you show strong emotion, if you're judgmental, it's not going to work. Also, what you need is have a clear plan of what needs to change, as we discussed. Something needs to change. You couldn't do it when you were together, you have to do it now. It's your last option. Not only you have to do it, but you have to also show your ex that you're doing it and for them to believe you. And that takes a bit of time. You need to be respectful to each other. And that's why I think no contact at some stage in the relationship does help, because it allows the dynamic to reset. As we discussed before, the resentment to lower. And another essential thing is caring for each other. Very often, and I think it's a majority of cases, people break up with their partner, they are still in love. Your ex probably still cares about you. So the question is, what sort of text you should send, when you should break no contact. The question is is this person caring about me? To some extent. They're not sure about getting back with you. They are not sure. They assume that they will be happier. They assume that breaking up with you was best for them. And so seeing you will, yes, make them feel uneasy, especially if you've made those changes. And they will wonder. But what's very important is, do they care about you? I don't need them to be in love, to be sure that they want to get back with you, but do they care about you? Because when you care about someone, this is when you can have respectful conversation. This is when you also realize that, I need to do a bit of things. He's going on a journey towards me, taking a step towards me, trying to fix things, trying to come to a resolution to make us work as a couple. If I care about that person, I will also appreciate this and do part of the work. So what about now? You want practical tips, right? You need to assess the dynamic. Assessing the resentment, the respect. Perhaps it's a good time to connect. Perhaps it's too early. I like the idea of breaking no contact because it's very pragmatic in a way that I've seen cases where the other doesn't want to break no contact because he felt weird about taking the decision to break up with you, and he doesn't necessarily know what to do, what to say. So it's okay to test, create some momentum, recreate that intimacy. Don't skip any steps. Go slowly, go with the flow, and assess along the way. You need to assess and use strong communication skills, a lot of empathy, and that willingness to progress yourself and as a couple. If you have any question and want to know how to navigate this phase, I help a a fixed number of people every month on WhatsApp. And if you want to join, let me know. There's a link in the description if you want to book, where I will basically guide you on this. If you have any other questions, and if you like this content, don't hesitate to comment, to like the video, to subscribe, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.
For a long time, get up, nah, I ain't a quitter. Toss me the ball, I'm a really big hitter. Big picture, I'm a straight killer.